All right, guys, here we are for the BST Mountain Goat race. We are doing the mountain route. I'm in the 692 1000 category. This is advanced. As you guys may or may not know, I myself, not much of a mountain goat. But here we are. We're gonna take this as a great training day. It's a long climb all the way up to the radio tower and then back down and into town. We'll see how I do here. I am not going to chase. I am not going to redline it. I'm gonna be very smart on my climb. I've got to get better at climbing. That is gonna happen internally. Today I'm on the Cannondale Evo with the NV45 Pros. This might have been a bad decision. We'll find out. And here we go. Mass start. Big peloton to be a part of. Let's bring our stats up. I'm tired, guys. Tired, heavy legs. Perfect day for a long, sustained climb. Just carry along with this group. It seems pretty motivated right from the start. We're just gonna warm up to the base of a very long climb. But these hills do not climb themselves, and I've got to get better at riding hills. So here we are. Very steep pitch at the bottom of the hill, very steep pitch up to the radio tower at the end of the hill, neither of which I will be chasing anybody. It's all about being smart for the better part of an hour. Better part of an hour of riding. Just gonna let the legs warm up from here to the climb, which isn't that far away. We're gonna ride this tube for a bit. We're gonna pop up out of the tube, and then it's climbing time. Yesterday did 1.5 loops of the ocean cliffside lava loop, and I did juice both of those pitchy climbs, and that is still here in the legs with me today. But what I think I do have in me is just a decent rhythm, and so I am going to get into a cadence and a rhythm that gets me up to the top in hopefully a decent time. But we'll see. Regardless, it's great training. I need this. I've got to get up the hill. Got to climb more hills. It's funny how my avatar just towers over everybody else who entered, which I assume are real climbers. Maybe not quite as big as me, but who knows? Maybe we've got some more of the 80 plus kg club riding with us today. Doing exactly what I'm doing, which is trying to figure out how to improve raw watts uphill. Left-hand turn here. Very reasonable start, because I'm sure it's going to get very unreasonable on the hills. Big peloton to start. It is going to get shattered very quickly. Okay. Riding this train for the last little bit before it is every man for himself. Now a bunch of people are going to go away from me here, and I am just going to try to stay disciplined. Okay. Settling in. So much climbing to do. Okay. Rhythm. Spinning up. Alrighty. This feels good. As long as I don't push too hard. Just moving along. So many more minutes of climbing. Finally reached the snowpack. As you guys can see from the elevation profile above me, barely any green filled in. A lot of course left to the top. Heart rate pretty good right now. Just breathing, moving. Just with me, no one else. That group's getting away from me, and that's fine. Okay, more climbing. Breathing. Plenty of road left. Oh, yeah. So much more climbing. So stay on this rhythm. Spin. Closer to being done with the first bit. Still so much left. Okay. Let's recover. Good first bit. Let's get the heart rate down a bit. Gotta ride like Courtenaude's not here. Courtenaude. Okay. Still well in control. Feeling good. Let's get that downhill going. Okay. Just soft pedal. I don't need to tuck here. I'm not trying to do anything special. I want to just keep the legs going. Another sustained effort. Hydrate. There we go. Heart rate's good. Just stick it here. A little relief after this pitch, and then no relief. Feels all right. Look at it looming in the distance across the top of the screen. Radio tower climb. Okay. Let's breathe. And nothing changes. We're going to have the same effort. It's just a steeper hill. It's going to take longer. That's all. Heart rate good. Spinning. Gear 1. Spinning. This is good. Up we go. Almost done. Let's recover. Put 30 seconds into Court and Rod. Over halfway done. All right. Just floating this wheel. Here we go. Using all the gears today. Gear 1, through gear 24. It's awesome. I really did this smart. Never felt this good right here. Not even once. One bottle done. Start next bottle. See how long he super tucks. Because we might be able to slingshot through right here with just a few pep strokes. Just like that. Okay. Breathe. Recover. Ride the lumps. There we go. 9K to go. One more time. Hold it. Breathe in. There we go. Breathe. Oh. Very kind of you, period. Trying to make my way up there. $6.6K. I feel like it's a trap. That's okay.
Right on.
Oh. Breathe. Three K to go.
Ride on.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nope, you're coming with. You take honors at the line. You waited for me. We did a good job together. Really good work, Bryce. Exclamation. Okay, 15th place in the A's. I believe Bryce was a B. Really good work for him. Really good work for Bryce. So that's awesome. I mean, that was probably the most inside myself I've ever been. And I had something to give at the top of the radio climb, and that gained me some places and got me some distance. So feeling really good about going into this race, feeling like I didn't have a top end. So I've been doing a lot of sprints and a lot of high intensity work, but 4.1 watts per kilo for the entirety of the ride. And I even had power down the hill and after. And also my 20-minute power was 4.3, which is the hill. So that's great. 4.3 for 20 minutes uphill with a controlled heart rate for most of it. I didn't see the 150s until we were starting to get towards the radio tower. So that was awesome. I really felt I was just in a sweet spot, a great zone, and I just kept the cadence high, and I didn't really worry about what was going on ahead of me. Now, ahead of me, yeah, you got guys that finished minutes ahead of me, as much as 5 minutes ahead of me. They also averaged 5.1, 4.5, 4.4, 4.5, 4.3. So that's how it's gonna work on a climb. They're gonna get a lot of time and distance on me up the hill. I feel like I rode down the hill well, and I didn't fall victim to the siren song of a super tuck. And you saw when, why is his name escaping me? Was he an A? Gosh, I have no blood in my brain. Let's see. Yeah, let's select it. So Madrid, I guess, was riding with some Bs. I don't know who, I totally forget the name. Rotune? This is bad, guys. Anyway, he super tucked, and you saw how I slingshot that one super steep section. He should have been getting on the pedals earlier because I had the draft and I had all the watts. And as a result, I believe we were more than 30 seconds up at the finish, maybe more. So yeah, I did what I wanted to do and what I was supposed to do. I did not chase anything. I did not redline it anywhere. And it's so easy to do. It is so easy to try to go with the climbers at the base of the climb, which is one of the steepest parts of the entire climb. And if you get to the span bridge, breathing heavily, with another like 15, 20 minutes plus of climbing up to the top of the radio tower, it's game over. And I know that because I've done it so many times. So many times have I made that mistake. And today, I wanted to do something different. So, you know, would I love to finish higher up in the category and, you know, be, faster than 15th and be a few minutes ahead and be on those wheels? Yeah, like, sure, but I don't have the capacity to do it. I would murder myself trying to hang on to them, and by the time we got to the radio tower, I would explode. I'd ride that at 3 watts a kilo, and I'd lose 10 to 12 minutes instead of 5. So I think, you know, I have to be ambitious, but I have to be realistic. So I need to do more of these races, and I need to just race them within myself and trust that I'm going to lose a bunch of wheels, but I'm also going to gain a bunch of wheels just by being disciplined. And, you know, hopefully in the near future, that gets me a top 10 finish. And in the not so distant future after that, a top 5, until I'm finally able to climb with the climbers, which is going to mean I'm going to need to hold, what, 400 watts to go 5 watts a kilo, 400 plus watts to go 5 watts a kilo up to the top of the radio tower. Sure. But if I can get my FTP to 400 and over, then I got a shot. I've got a shot. So all those things line up in terms of my ambition and what I'm trying to accomplish. So I feel okay about that. Ooh, boy, almost an hour done and only 32K completed. So much of that time spent up the hill, up the hill. The downhill is satisfying, but almost feels not nearly long enough. And once you get to the flat, you realize, oh yeah, there's a lot of work left. A lot of work left. So, oh, that was a good one. That was a good one, and there was great community there. Got to work together to try and close the gap, and we took some time off and got within 6 seconds, but I wasn't gonna leave my wingman behind. I'm not gonna, you know, he told me to go on, but he was kind enough to lay up until I got to him, and then we worked together, and that got us further ahead of the guys behind me and closer to the guys ahead, so I'm not gonna leave him in that moment. That's wrong. That's absolutely wrong, selfish and wrong. So I think we did a good job. We got within like 6 seconds of the guy ahead of us. He did a great job of holding us off. So there's that as well. So I think it worked out for everybody. Everybody got what they came for, which is rad. Okay, I'm just gonna continue to spin the legs out. I really appreciate you guys spending time with me. All the time that you guys have spent, the likes, the comments. It's awesome. I saw it yesterday. You guys are talking to each other about the things that you're doing. We've even had conversations about ultra running. Some of you people are absolutely nuts doing ultra runs. Can't fathom that. I like to be on a bike for long distance adventures, but hey, we got people that are connecting over ultras, which is rad. So that's what it's all about, guys. It's always about the community and how we participate. And today we had somebody reach out and give us a hand, and we weren't gonna leave them towards the end of the race because that's not what we do. Not here. Oh yeah, what a good one. Got a makeshift teammate out of this. That was rad. Okay, guys, again, thanks so much for being here. I'm gonna spin the legs out. We'll see how I recover from this one. It should be a decent recovery because I never redlined it. I was very rarely in the red, very rarely over 150 beats per minute, 155 beats per minute. I think maybe at the top of the radio tower and then towards the end of the ride as well. Other than that, spent the majority time in the 30s and 40s and low 50s. And generally I recover okay from that. Probably more information than you needed, but it's information you now have. Use it however you like. I'm rambling. I am definitely rambling here. So I'm just gonna continue to warm down, and I'll save you guys from having to watch that in this now rainy day in Watopia. Doing another one tomorrow, but for now, that's all from me.